Hello, dear friends. This seems like a joke because after the hurricane comes a very strong solar storm. Opinion piece. The shift. Proton shower. The future is great. Believe in yourselves. There will be more changes. Severe solar storm warning. The changes will be stronger. Dwindling political confidence. There will be a positive ending. A solar storm adds to hurricane. Florida hurricane loses strength. This is the end and the beginning. We are heading towards immensity. Let's start. Times are changing, but the changes will become stronger and stronger, and more people will wake up and join this transformation. More and more human beings will have eyes to see and ears to hear, as do you know, says Saint Evening through James McConnell. So, know that you have affected the collective with all the experiences that you have had, and with all the experiences that all the groups on the planet have, with all the skills that those who transmit the truth to all who are ready to hear have, and you are creating change. This is the beginning of the great change. There will be more changes. There will be more emotions that cannot be avoided, but you can continue to watch this as a movie that is unfolding, knowing that everything will unfold and that there will be a positive ending. All of this is going to come to an end, but whenever something comes to an end, there is a new beginning that is in the process of happening. So, the end is coming and the beginning is also getting ready to begin. Think of it that way as you get frustrated by the things that are happening in the 3D matrix. It is not happening in the 5-dimensional reality that you are all creating. So let the process continue and remember that you are a big part of it. You may not be the one talking to everyone who is ready to listen, but you are the one sharing the light. Even though you may not even know that you are sharing the light most of the time. When you know that you are sharing the light and the truth, you are having an even greater effect on those who are ready to experience it. Know that their time is coming, just as yours has already come. Their alarm clock will ring, just as yours did before. So, believe in yourself and the limitless being that you are, for nothing can stop you in this moment unless you allow yourself to be stopped. Nothing can take you back unless you allow yourself to be taken back. You are moving forward always, and there is nothing that can stop that forward movement unless you stop it yourself. The vastness is where you are all headed. That is your destiny. The reason you came here, to become all that you came here to be, and to provide help to all who are ready to experience it and find it for themselves. That is a promise you made long ago when you volunteered to be here until the end and be a part of the new beginning. All of this is coming now, so get ready for it. Get ready for all that comes as part of this new expression of greater consciousness and unity. Together we move into the future, and together we function in the present, because the future is truly great. The Shift is a 2023 science fiction thriller film written and directed by Brock Heasley and released on December 1st, 2023. Kevin Garner encounters a mysterious man known as the Benefactor. When Kevin rejects the man's tempting offer of wealth and power, he finds himself transported to alternate totalitarian realities, encountering infinite wealth and impossible choices as he attempts to escape an alternate dystopian reality. Proton rain. The Space Weather Prediction Center warned Wednesday that the superfast Earth-bound coronal mass ejection erupted from the Sun at a speed of 1,200 to 1,300 kilometers per second would cause a severe geomagnetic storm on Thursday, potentially disrupting critical assets on the grid that are crucial to powering modern society. It's raining protons. A severe S3 class solar radiation storm is occurring. In simple terms, this means that protons are falling on Earth. The energetic particles are being accelerated towards our planet by the incoming coronal mass ejection described below. Passengers and crew on board international flights above the polar circles can receive a dose of radiation while this storm is underway. Forecasters say severe G4 class geomagnetic storms are possible on October 10th and 11th, when a powerful, fast-moving coronal mass ejection is expected to hit our planet's magnetic field. The coronal mass ejection will impact our planet late on October 10th. If the forecast is correct, the impact could trigger up to 12 hours of intense storm with auroras visible to the naked eye in many American states and European countries. The storm would cross the border between October 10 and 11, which would span both days. Keep in mind that auroras are not guaranteed. Sometimes even powerful storms fail to light up the night sky. It all depends on whether the solar wave connects magnetically with Earth. Strong connection can cause a great light show. A weak connection does the opposite. Sunspot AR 3848 was facing Earth on October 8th when it unleashed a powerful solar flare with an extreme ultraviolet flash. This explosion lasted more than 5 hours, long enough to lift a huge coronal mass ejection from the Sun's atmosphere. Since then, a bright, fast-moving coronal mass ejection has been detected heading toward Earth. It will impact our planet late on October 10th, and the severe G4 class geomagnetic storm is possible when the coronal mass ejection arrives. The ejection will hit the comet before it hits Earth, probably later today. The impact could tear off its tail. The same thing happened to Comet Encke in April 2008. A bent or broken tail is something astronomers should look for when Comet Atlas emerges from the Sun's glare this weekend. Storms. Hurricane Milton miraculously downgraded as it hit the Florida coast. Hurricane Milton made landfall in Central Florida as a Category 3 storm. More than 3 million homes without power in Florida due to Hurricane Milton. More than 5.5 million people had to evacuate Florida due to the hurricane. As Hurricane Milton approached Florida on Wednesday, a second hurricane appeared in the opposite direction. Several large tornadoes were detected in the interior of Milton, which was suddenly downgraded to a 3. No reason was given except a miracle. Governor Ron DeSantis had already announced that the state was in control of the situation and didn't want FEMA to be in Florida. DeSantis denies rumors. FEMA will not prevent return home after Hurricane Milton. Milton's landfall caused flooding. The Tampa area is under a flood emergency. More than a million people are without electricity in Florida. Hurricane Milton produced 19 tornadoes that hit Florida while generating strange winds and a strong storm surge of 4 meters high. It brought winds of up to 120 miles per hour when it made landfall in Florida, causing more than 2 million homes to lose power. The eye of the Category 1 storm is now moving from Tampa toward Orlando. Hurricane Ellen's destruction highlights shortcomings and lack of insurance. Trump hosts 275 electricians at Miami resort to provide support after Milton passes. USA. The homeless population in the US reaches an all-time high. 1 in 3 citizens believes in a conspiracy around the attempts on Trump's life. Putin dismisses Russian ambassador to US. Journalist criticizes State Department for wars in Ukraine, Gaza, and Iran. Stock market is volatile, while dollar, oil, and bonds are firmer. A DDoS attack causes the Internet Archive to go down in San Francisco and allows the data of 31 million accounts to be leaked. Asia. Chinese stocks suffered their biggest drop since 2020. Taiwan detects 27 Chinese planes and foreign ships approaching. With almost 5,000 companies going bankrupt in half a year, Japan registers its record of bankruptcies since 2013. South Korean poet Han Kang awarded the 2024 Nobel Prize for Literature. Europe. European censorship threatens freedom of speech freedom. The alliance between two Italian companies creates the largest gas distributor in Europe. France shakes its stock market with a hard fiscal blow to the large listed companies. Germany lowers its GDP forecast for 2024 and expects a fall of 0.2%. Germany's economic difficulties are worsening and a recession is looming. Germany says more than half of prisoners are foreigners in many countries, costing taxpayers billions. Denmark delays hydrogen pipeline supply to Germany. Refusal to buy Russian energy endangers EU economic growth, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban said. Sweden to ban causing marriages to combat honor oppression and health risks. UK government is housing thousands of illegal immigrants for free for 45 million pounds they in 250 hotels has taken winter fall away from pensioners and is not paying postmakers. Portugal wants to establish itself as a tax haven for young people to stop the brain drain. While Europe closes its doors to Turkey, it looks to Latin America in search of multipolarity. Nobel Prize in Chemistry for the computer design of proteins and the prediction of their structure. Spain. Storm Kirk hit Spain hard and leaves hurricane force winds of 2,005 kilometers per hour. Spain elected member of the UN Council of Human Rights. The Parliament of Venezuela urges the government of Spain to abolish the monarchy. Americas. Strong gusts of wind from Hurricane Milton hit western Cuba. Milton is downgraded to a Category 4 hurricane near the southeastern coast of Mexico. Housing rents soar in Mexico City. Sheinbaum sends bills to Congress to reform Mexico's judiciary. Sheinbaum talks with businessmen to reform the electricity sector. The government of Ecuador announces blackouts of up to 10 hours a day. The US bans Rafael Correa and Jorge Glass from entering the country for corruption in Ecuador. Milei admits that his government is not ready to lift the exchange rate restrictions. Argentina doesn't rule out a possible incorporation into the BRICS. Bolivia raises the price of 2 types of gasoline and ratifies the full subsidy. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.